we'll see if the floodgates open. Gersich on goal! Yes, sir! Shane Gersich makes it 2!
After several tough series, UND gets back on the winning track in a big way this past weekend. Hello and welcome to North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry. I'm Alex Heinert. Coming up on today's program, we'll break down a major bounce-back series for UND on the road against 12th-ranked St. Cloud State, look ahead to this holiday weekend's matchup against Michigan State, and get to know UND freshman Tyson Jost, all with the head coach of the defending national champions, Brad Berry. And Brad, entering this weekend's, it had been 6 games since you'd picked up a win, but this is a team and a coaching staff that does not panic over just a couple of bad results.
No, not at all. I know we had a tough 2 or 3 weekends in the past little while here, but you know what? Our group is very resilient. We know we have a young group, and it's a process and it's a journey, and again, this is part of it.
Other than the kitchen staff allowing the team to have bacon for breakfast during the week, any other changes that you made going into this weekend?
No, I know bacon's a big part of our life, but our guys practiced the right way and they played hard through the week, and it translated into 2 wins this past weekend. So again, I think it's about the preparation.
Yeah, certainly that showed off certainly this weekend. We're going to come back with the highlights from the start of that series against the Huskies in a moment here on North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry.
North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry on Midco Sports Network is presented by the University of North Dakota.
Welcome back. We're walking through this weekend series for North Dakota with the head coach Brad Berry against St. Cloud. And coach, knowing kind of how things had gone the last couple of weeks, how important was it for your team to get off to a good start on Friday against the Huskies?
Well, very important. I know our last weekend here against Denver at home, I thought we had 2 great starts, Friday and Saturday, and we did the same thing Friday night in St. Cloud. You know, it's the way we want to play. We want to get out of the blocks early, and our guys did a great job on Friday night of doing that.
Yeah, coming into this series, a couple of changes. You've kind of tweaked the lines a little bit over the course of the season. The biggest change this weekend, though, moving Brock Besser and Austin Bagansky around from 1 to 2. Talk about the reason for that change and some of the other moves you made in that sense.
Well, I think, you know, over the past couple of weeks, I think we wanted to freshen up a few different things and try to bring some life and energy into a few different lines. And you know, it's part of the process moving forward to see what chemistry there is and see what clicks. And you know, it gave us a little bit of a spark on Friday.
Yeah, that certainly showed right from the start. As we go to the highlights here, the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center, a tough place for anybody visiting, but you certainly did your best to buck that trend beginning in Game 1. And St. Cloud was entering this weekend on the back of sweeping Colorado College in Colorado Springs by a combined score of 11-4, and they would attempt to keep that offensive flow going early. A couple big saves from Cam right off the bat.
Yeah, we tried to break a puck out there and we turned it over in an opportune time, and they made the best of it coming in there, but Cam made a great save.
And you've given up the first goal at times, not so much lately, but that had been a trend at least partway through this season. How big was it for Cam Johnson to keep a 0 on the scoreboard early?
Well, it was huge. I know he made a couple big saves, and anytime that you know, you keep the puck out of your net after making a couple saves like that, it gives you momentum. And we also had a penalty kill that we killed off, which gave us momentum for the rest of the period.
Yeah, 8 big saves there for Johnson in the first period to keep it scoreless. You would start to generate some offense off the rebounds here later on in the first period. Good chance there from Chris Wilkie.
Yeah, you know what? We got pucks deep and we got pucks to the net, and you know, we didn't capitalize score-wise, but we did the right things, which gave us momentum.
4.5 left here in the first, and you get on the score sheet. Big blast there from Tyson Jost. The rebound again comes out front. Shane Gersich, who else right there to pound home the rebounds?
Yeah, doing the right things, and you know, got a puck to the net, and Shane time and time again finds that area, and he connects off the rebound, and you know, he's deadly in that area.
7th goal of the season for Shane. 1-0 UND after 1. Second period, St. Cloud would get a blocked shot here in a moment that would go the other way. This was kind of one of those things that nobody's fault really, but a great opportunity ends up coming out of it from the Huskies, and Cam has to make a big play, as does Colton Pullman on the hustle.
Yeah, you know what? We had some good puck movement in the zone. They made a good shot block there, and we managed to get back in time, and again, Cam made a good save on it.
A little later on here in the second, another flurry from the Huskies, and once again, scramble in front, Johnson's there.
Yep, he's, you know, time and time again he gets called on, and again, he had a perfect weekend.
8:34 left in the second. Tucker Pullman with the interception up to Ludvighoff. A little 2-on-1 opportunity for you, and the freshman buries this.
Yeah, actually there was another guy coming to make it a 3-on-1, and he had chances to pass, but again, in practice, we had that shooting mentality. If you get an opportunity in that area, we got to get it to the net and don't be too pretty. And again, he did what he did in practice.
Hoff beating Zach Driscoll glove side for his second goal of the season, 2-0 North Dakota. Later in the second, just some of the skill should be showing off here by Tyson Jost that sets up a scoring opportunity for Colton Cole.
Yeah, we had a little bit of offensive zone time, and then within this, we had our D-men active and moving down the wall, which is a big part of trying to get offense.
St. Cloud State still very much in this contest at this point, a 2-0 game. You see a good chance here from Nick Poling that Johnson has to shut down. They certainly weren't going away in this one by any means.
No, they aren't. And then again, they have a very good offensive team. The reason why they're one of the top offensive teams in the nation. And again, they had their opportunities or looks.
And that was a big reason why this goal was huge. Late in the second period, another rebound chance that Shane Gersich puts it away to make it 3-0 for you.
Yeah, again, he found that area. Gage Osmus gets a puck at the top, and he makes a great play to the net. And then obviously Shane finds his area and bangs home the rebound.
Little double screen in front there with Jost and Gersich both in the way. And then fast forward, just over a minute later, nice pass from Jost finding Shane. He completes the hat trick.
Yeah, again, he's playing with a lot of confidence, and again, a different type of goal. It wasn't a rebound; it was off the rush where he gets a puck and he connects. But the goal is scored because Ospaganski's in front of the net there with great net front.
This is the third player now on your team to have a hat trick this season. That made it 4-0. A couple decent chances in the third, but Cam able to shut it down all the time. He comes up with 26 saves to complete the shutout, his first since the season opener against Canisius. You really crushed the Huskies, 41-24 in the face-off circle as well. You record your first win in 7 games in emphatic fashion.
It was a huge bounce back game for us. We needed it. We knew coming in this weekend it was going to be a big weekend, and thought for the most part that was the most complete 60 minutes we played. We were playing as a 5-man unit out there. We were tracking hard. We were getting to the net. The D were getting pucks to the net, and obviously that's the way we need to play here.
You know, this little streak we've been on, I don't think we haven't been playing too bad. We've just been giving up a lot of chances. And you know, tonight we limited their chances. I thought our team played well defensively. You know, our forwards were tracking back. Everyone was doing their jobs, and you know that makes my job a lot easier, and you know, helps me be able to make those difficult saves because I'm not having to make 5 to 10 of them a night. So. You know, I thought our team played well defensively. Everyone played the right way, and you know that's what enabled me to stop all the pucks.
We weren't going through a good stretch there these last 6 games or so, and I mean, we're in a little bit of a slump, but it was a learning process, and I think a lot of the younger guys, we got a taste of what it takes to win, especially in the NCHC. And I thought we responded well. I mean, it was a big stepping stone for us, and we just got to keep this 8-ball rolling in the right direction here, and things should go well. So I was happy with how we played.
Well, first off, I missed the mustache memo this weekend, so apologize for that. Shane Gersich there mentioned this was a complete performance. He really felt the team played a full 60 minutes. I feel like you agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, for sure. It was, we played well early in the season, and this is the first time in a long time where we could put 60 minutes in, a conscious effort to play the right way, and I got to commend our guys for battling and getting that win.
Yeah, big part of that also special teams. They kind of had been a concern for you moving into this contest, but it was a big emphasis this week in practice. You get a power play goal, you shut them 4 times down on the man advantage. Talk about how big that was to come out with the victory.
Well, it was huge. Any time that you can shut a team like that down, who has a very good power play, to get them off the scoreboard and don't give them anything, that's a big deal. But also scoring a power play goal gives you momentum and confidence that we can score goals in a power play too.
From an individual perspective, Shane Gersich again, goals 3, 4, and 5 in just his last 3 games. What's been the biggest reason for his breakout here of late?
Doing things consistently over and over again. He's a young man that invests in his game on a daily basis. He comes and works hard every single day, and it translates to that in the games on the weekend. So again, he's taken a huge jump over his freshman year into a sophomore year, and it's nice to see. Yeah,
well, a great performance on Friday night. More where that came from on Saturday. Stick around, we'll show you the highlights from Game 2 against the Huskies when we come back. Back. We're continuing the conversation about UND's weekend against St. Cloud here with Brad Berry. And Brad, your team gets the big 4-0 win on Friday. I got to feel like that locker room was pretty amped up after that victory.
Yeah, you know what it was, but I think it was kept in check too. Pretty even keel. That that was a long time coming. They found a way to win. They worked extremely hard, but knew that there was Saturday to come. They enjoyed it for a little while, and knowing that Saturday, we got to get ready for that.
Yeah, certainly one big win down, but two would make history. You hadn't swept this team in a long time, since 1998 in the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center, and you would give that a shot on Saturday. Your team was fired up from the performance from the night before, but again, as you'd expect, so were the Huskies, and Bob Motzko's group seemed determined to strike first, and they would have the majority of the chances early.
Yeah, you know what, I think the first 6 minutes, they put a push on, and they had a couple chances early, but I thought we kept them to the outside for the most part. Cam had to make some saves, but I thought we defended pretty well.
Yeah, that was one of the big talking points of this weekend. There weren't as many grade A chances that Cam had to worry about. A lot of these shots off deflections, maybe scrambles in front, but nothing pure for a good opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, like I said, we knew they would make a big push, especially after losing the game, and then we settled in and we had a few chances of our own.
Yeah, you'd see the ice start to tilt down towards St. Cloud's end as the period goes on. Good chance there from Pagansky. You'd outshoot St. Cloud 15-9 eventually in that first period, and that would start to pay off. Another good chance here from Brock Besser.
Yeah, you know what, we started playing there in the rink, and then we got a couple of power plays, which gave us momentum here.
Yeah, midway through the first, you go on the power play again here. Another good opportunity. Hayden Shaw, Zach Driscoll forced to make the save. The 10-15 mark right here, you get the first goal of the contest. Tucker Pullman off a deflection, puts one on net. Rhett Gardner's right there for the deflection.
Yeah, and it starts with shot first mentality, not passing the puck around the perimeter too much. A couple of passes and then get pucks to the net. And good things happen when you do put pucks to the net in this situation.
Fourth goal for Rhett on the season. A couple more chances coming up here on the power play. You got another power play right after that, and you nearly make it 2-0.
Yep. Again, we had a couple power plays back to back, and we made the most of it. Even though we didn't score on this particular power play, we gained momentum through the period.
What was working for that unit on the power play all night?
Just quick puck movement, just not overhandling pucks, just making the first pass and getting the puck to the net right away. So just simplifying things.
Gardner's goal, making it 1-0. There was 1-0 going into the second. 5 minutes into this period, another big save from Cam on Patrick Newell from point-blank range. Gersic there forcing the takedown Newell to prevent the second chance. Sometimes it's the penalties you have to take.
Yeah, they are. The ones that there's puck laying around the crease, you have to clear guys out, and that's the case. We call those good penalties.
With the man advantage, the Huskies would test Cam a little bit there, but again, he'd be up for it on every occasion. These three shots that you're seeing, by the way, the only three you would allow in shorthanded situations all night.
Yeah, the guys did a good job of killing penalties, and then again, once we did get into their zone, we did the right things, and we just didn't capitalize there, but again, we got a couple pucks to the net.
Yeah, a lot of pressure here on Zach Driscoll again. 12 saves in this period, 33 for the game. He was really keeping his team in it at 1-0 still at this point, but 16:59 left. This blast from Tucker Pullman makes it 2-0 on your side.
Yeah, you know what, we picked the puck off in the offensive zone and got to the top. Brock Besser makes a great play to Pullman, but the net front was key. Janatuna making a great net front play.
And nice job by Joel there again. Third goal of the season for Tucker. Huge save here. Opening moments of the third. The breakaway chance from Judd Peterson on shorthanded, by the way. Unbelievable save by Cam.
Yeah, you know what? We talked about coming out in the third strong there and knew that they'd make a push, and they had a guy hanging up in the high area there and managed to get a breakaway on us.
And this is moments later, too. Right at the other end of the ice. Nice find across. Shane Gersic right there for the one-time blast to make it 3-0.
Yeah, tough puck to handle. It was a hard pass across. He managed to handle it and make a great play to score that goal.
Shane's now 10th goal of the season. The only thing left in doubt really moving on was the shutout, and Cam obliges here a big save on Jacob Benson. That was really the last good chance for the Huskies. He'd finished with 36 saves on the night to complete just the third two-game series shutout on the road in UND history. Shots end up even, but you'd outshoot St. Cloud 14-3 on the power play. You'd limit their opportunities. You pick up your first road sweep in St. Cloud since 1998.
Yeah, these wins are big for us. We came off a little slump there, and to get 2 wins here at St. Cloud State, which we haven't done in a while, is big for our confidence and a little momentum going into the rest of the season.
Obviously, we've been losing the special teams battle these past couple weekends, and it's something we've really made a key out of to win the special teams battle. And we did that tonight, and I think we did that last night, which we ended up winning 2 games. So I think that's a huge part of the game, and we'll need to keep continuing to improve on that.
This is a big weekend for our group. I think we're starting to play the right way, and we're starting to learn a lot more about each other and what we're capable of. So we just got to carry that into each weekend, play like that each weekend, and we'll have a good year.
Cam Johnson there mentioning this team is still getting to know each other a little bit better on the ice. It's easy to forget sometimes 19 underclassmen on this team. It takes a little while to build that chemistry up.
Yeah, it does. Obviously our guys are a very close group, but again, early in the season, it's guys defining their roles and expectations, and again, our guys are doing a great job of building together, and it goes to our leadership group in our locker room.
Yeah, you get the 2 big wins this weekend. Now to look ahead, you go back into non-conference play with Michigan State coming to town for a holiday classic this weekend. Talk about the difference now as you switch from sort of the familiarity of conference play, and then you go back into the non-conference game.
Yeah, you know what, not too much different in the mentality or the way we want to prepare for the weekend, but the biggest thing is knowing the importance of non-conference and the pairwise rankings, that these are games that we have to do well in order to establish ourselves in the postseason. So again, we have 3 weekends left before Christmas, a short amount of practice time. We want to make sure that we dial in the right way here.
Yeah, for your next 6 now coming outside of the conference. Big holiday weekend coming up, but that's not really going to change, though, your schedule too much this week. Right?
No, we're going to prepare. It's going to be business like how we did it last week as far as our preparation and our attitude and mentality. And again, that's the biggest thing with a young group like this, is we got to make sure that we bring the consistency day in and day out, and again, our guys will.
Yeah. Talk about what is going on this week for the team for Thanksgiving.
Basically it's, we'll practice Monday through Thursday here, the regular routine. Thursday we'll practice a little bit earlier on noon, but, obviously recognizing that it is Thanksgiving and it's a big part of our lives here, but routine doesn't change. It's that workman-like attitude that we have to get to, and we will.
Yeah, good time to give thanks for hockey, certainly.
Absolutely.
This week. Coach, best of luck in the preparation for the Spartans, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Alex.
Well, Brad Berry back in a moment with Tyson Jost when we come back. Few UND freshmen have generated as much hype upon arriving in Grand Forks than St. Albert, Alberta's Tyson Jost. The expectations only grew this past summer when Tyson was selected 10th overall by Colorado in the NHL entry draft. But so far, Jost has not only handled those expectations, he's exceeded them.
I'm Katie Hale here with Tyson Jost. Tyson, thank you for taking some time with me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Well, you have been the talk for a long time since you committed here and really all around college hockey. Why North Dakota?
Why not? I mean, look at the facilities and the community, how they support this team. It's pretty special. And I mean, when I came for my visit when I was 15 years old, I was so blown away. I was like a little kid in a candy shop. I just wanted to come here as soon as I could. So, I mean, it's a special spot. The coaches here are unbelievable, and I'm so happy with my decision.
All right, I'm going to ask you just one more hockey-related question, then I want to get to know you outside of hockey a little bit. But with all of the attention on you, how do you deal with some of those pressures? Are you used to it at this point?
Yeah, I think I'd have to say I'm a little bit used to it now. I mean, throughout your little career, I guess you could say there's a lot of attention around hockey and whatnot. And coming from Canada, too, it's really big down there. So I think I got used to it, and it helps when you have great teammates and coaching staff who kind of push you along the way. But yeah, I'd have to say I'm used to it. It's something that I've kind of got accustomed to. So it's kind of just outside noise now, and I just try and pay attention to the team aspect of the game.
That's awesome. You're doing a great job, by the way. All right, so let's talk a little bit about you. What motivates you as a person?
I think one thing is my mom, for sure. She was a single mom. She raised me and my sister all by herself. So I look up to her a lot. I've never met a hardworking lady. I mean, she's pretty special. And what she did for me and my sister, it's something that I'll never forget. And it's something that I want to try and repair with, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to, just because she is so special. And it's something that goes a long way. So, I mean, she's a big part of my life, and it's someone that I'm always going to work hard for and try and impress.
Well, I think the way that you are is a testament to that upbringing and your mom as well, too. How would you describe yourself in like 3 to 5 words?
3 to 5 words.
You can do more if you want. I don't care.
I think outgoing, humble, exciting. I just try and live every day to my best of my ability and just have fun with it. You only get one shot of this, and I mean, it's exciting. We're in a position to really do something cool with our lives, and we're playing the game we love, so that's just an added benefit.
That's pretty awesome. What's like the best compliment, one of the best compliments you've ever gotten? Doesn't have to be about hockey either.
Probably just how I carry myself. Like, you're respectful, you look after your family, just stuff like that. I mean, obviously it's nice when you hear hockey compliments, but it's not only about being a good person on the ice, it's about being a good person off the ice. I think that's something that goes a really long way, so I take a lot of pride in that.
So you've probably done, over 1,000 interviews, if not more. What's like the question you really dislike answering?
Geez, that's a tough question. I have no clue. I guess one that kind of stands out is I get asked a lot about how I'm colorblind.
I mean, it's kind of an ongoing thing now, and I hear it all the time, and a lot of people bug me about it. Not in a bad way, but it kind of gets a little bit old sometimes. So,
like, haven't I explained this already?
Yeah, exactly. I get red and browns mixed up and everything like that. So, yeah, that's one thing that kind of stands out. But I mean, it's not bad. I just try and have fun with it.
Well, and you can see the green and white, so we're good, right?
Exactly. That's all that matters. I can see the puck too.
That's
so
right. Well, thank you for your time, Tyson. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Jost, by the way, 13 points in 13 games so far this season. Not a bad start for the rookie. Back in a moment to preview the upcoming weekend against Michigan State here on North Dakota Hockey with Brad Barry.
North Dakota Hockey with Brad Barry on Midco Sports Network is presented by the University of North Dakota.
North Dakota will look to keep the good times rolling on home ice this Thanksgiving weekend as they'll host Michigan State in the Subway Holiday Classic. The puck drops at the Ralph Friday at 7:30 p.m. and Saturday at 7 p.m. If you'll be out of town for the holiday, do not worry. We've got both games live for you here on Midco Sports Network. Enjoy the action this weekend and relive it all next Tuesday night on the next edition of North Dakota Hockey with Brad Barry. Until then, I'm Alex Heinert. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you at the Ralph.